I'm flying on my
If you
feet.
work, you eat. It's as simple as that.
Gotta reach that corridor. Hello everybody, still here. We are back in 5 Steps to Platinum. Fallout 4. We are just sort of waiting right now for the peeps to show up. We are dealing with a psycho addiction. Should probably just go get that cured.
I can patch you up if you need it. For a small fee, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah. Take a look at me, Doc.
Tell me your symptoms.
Took one chem too many. Anything you can do?
Yeah, you
Gotta get that
Let's flush
chem
your system.
addiction dealt with.
Burn like crazy afterwards, right?
I mean, I'm pretty sure I have a Dictal, but whatever, it's just 75
All
caps.
done.
I think a Dictal is a little bit more important when I'm off on a very large quest.
No other complaints.
Take better care of yourself.
And I don't have the time to deal with a chem addition, and I might be out of said chems. It's Brahmin. Hello. No. Alright. So what do? Parker table set up, we got our water. Happiness is still going up, we still only have 7 people, defense is at 152. I mean, everything's going pretty good. Sanctuary. Piper. I think that's in Diamond City, right? Yeah. Well, man, you need to watch it. I'm putting out like 3 videos a day now, man. You're gonna fall behind, old timer. I would like to start putting out PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, but no. I keep getting to like the top 30 just by the nature of I know how to land where no one will find me. And I very laggily get a little bit of loot. Like, really laggily get some loot. And then I just creep my way in with the circle. And I've managed to stay alive, like, the top 30, like, 3 times.
Hey,
But
Sheffield.
it's mostly just because I'm just avoiding people. And as soon as I get anywhere near where there are people in a fight, I just die. I just die, man. I don't have any regular Nuka-Cola. 1 minute, you drunk piece of shit.
She kept the cap on her toothpaste.
Do you only sell noodles?
Do yourself a favor and just say yes.
Yes?
You don't have any
It's all
Nuka-Cola.
he understands.
Why are you running around all crazy? Neat. Hey, Percy. But yeah, no. So I tried a few rounds of PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. I like. I have a really bad mouse as well. A really shitty mouse pad. So there's a lot of drag when I'm trying to look around. And I mean, it starts working like alright up until I'm like, alright, I need to quickly see behind me. Or, alright, I need to leave this building. Or I need to turn around quickly. Then the game just like breaks. There's a bar over here. Maybe they'll have a Nuka-Cola in the dugout. But yeah, I mean, man, I wish it would work. I sent my friend a message, the friend who gave me the computer, see if there's any way I might be able to get a little bit more power out of it.
I am in middle of story. So then I am crossing river, right? Wearing nothing but a smile. When out comes the most dangerous of all sea monsters.
And we'll see if he has any way for me to get a little bit more power out of the machine.
Come on. That's like 2 out of 10 points of danger tops. Now, if you want to talk something really deadly.
I forgot you was there, Yefim. What is it?
We need to have a conversation.
Hey, it's Edward.
Okay, let's hear it.
You may remember shooting up a place called Parsons State Insane Asylum. A place that happens to be owned by my boss.
Yeah, I remember that place.
That's nice. You did a lot of damage,
Yeah, I did. I
but
killed
I don't
everybody.
hold any of that against you. Part of the cost
Well, they
of
attacked
doing
me, to
business
be
these
fair.
days. I took the trouble of tracking you down because I'm... Well, seems like you may...
I don't mind danger.
You will be well paid.
Uh-huh.
By the way, I'm Edward Deacon, but you'll need to talk to my boss first. Just come down to Cabot House in Beacon Hill.
Alright, sweet. We need to do that quest because there is a bobblehead in that asylum, and the only way to get to it is through the quest. You can do it afterwards, but you need to do the quest at least to get there. And we need that bobblehead to 100% the game, yeah? Man, I'm red. Oh, wait. Look, I'm in the Force Awakens. Ah, the lights came back on. And that moment in the snowy forest when Rey just... No, it's not Rey, it's Finn. And the blue just perfectly lights up half of his face. I just want to say, I've already ranted about The Force Awakens a lot on this channel. The lighting in that movie is fucking spectacular. I mean, the scene with Ben and Han was perfectly lit. The final, any of the lightsaber scenes were perfectly lit.
Sheffield.
You definitely got a feeling of light on, I don't even remember the name of the planet. Jakku.
So
Jakku.
thirsty.
That's the name of it.
Nuka-Cola.
Here you go.
It was Jakku. Or Jakku. Something like that. But no, I mean, I already did a rant about movies in like the last 4 days, where I literally just talked non-stop about movies for like a long while. So I don't know if I want to get into that conversation again. Albeit it was Marvel movies and not Star Wars. Rogue One was good. I had fun with Rogue One. It's not every day you see a movie come out that's by a company owned by Disney when they're just gonna murder everybody. And it's just like, oh shit. Game of Thrones in space, I like it. Oh man, it's so slow getting your platinum trophy because of this damn achievement.
What can I say, Piper? You, me, and hard luck all seem to run together like acid rain down an old sewer.
You, including your client here in that analogy? So, you two are finally letting me in on this.
Rogue One was good. I liked it.
What's the story?
It had a lot of funny moments. I really like Donnie Yen. Donnie Yen, I think his name is.
We need help, Piper. This man...
The Institute. I've been investigating these
I
creatures
think his name's
for over a
Donnie
year
Yen.
now.
Martial artist. He was from the
Only
Ip Man
Wells,
movies.
Boogeyman.
He was really good in it.
Feared and
True enough.
And
sometimes
K2SO.
snatch people
Who they
in
just
the
called
night.
K2. But his name could
Sometimes they
easily
leave
just
old
have been
sins behind
Queso.
to remind us
That
that
would have
they're
been
out
so funny. I was
To this
so
day.
bummed when they
Where
didn't
the
call him
Institute
Queso.
actually is.
But I guess I'm a dirty homestuck, and just twos can be any number, or any letter if you
But there's
really
purpose
want
in
it to
the
be.
past, all right?
Uh-huh.
How long?
Man like that would have...
But we both know.
Because
So,
he wasn't gonna talk.
Gets his brains blown out.
you're talking crazy here.
Look, there's a place in Good Neighbor called the Memory Den. Relive the past. If anyone
I
could
hate,
get a
I
dead
hate this
brain,
quest. I've brought this up like
I hope you're right, Nick.
4 times in the last few videos. Hi, Peach.
Bro, seriously?
I know it's grisly, but
Peach Roof?
got no lead.
So,
Nothing.
Peach Roof, hello, welcome to the
Brain,
stream. My
we
name's
have all
Sil.
the
Welcome to the
secrets we need to
graveyard.
know.
Appreciate your comment. If you go back on my channel, preferably after this stream, to a Killing Floor video from like a day and a half ago,
Actually,
I rant about
I already
how
have
much
something.
I loved
How long had
Homecoming,
this
and this is coming from a guy who
attached to
really
his head?
doesn't normally care for Spider-Man. Like, I like Spider-Man. I don't think Spider-Man is a bad character. I don't think it's a bad series. I haven't enjoyed the Spider-Man movies, not in a long time at least. And I go into detail why I really liked Homecoming.
Just say so.
In my opinion, Homecoming was a
See you at the
better
den.
superhero
Don't
movie
worry.
than Wonder Woman. Not by
We're gonna
much.
get
Like,
you
Wonder Woman I
way
consider
back.
like an 8.5.
Few more
I
spots.
considered
Well,
a Spider-Man
you tore
Homecoming to
out.
be like an
And by the way,
8.75,
at
soft
some point,
9. There were still a few
you
things, like
later-
all superhero movies are going to fall into cliches, or there's just going to be a moment I really don't like in them, because it's just the way they're written. But I can just tell you, P-Truth, Spider-Man, totally worth it. I would go again if I had the money, and a friend said, hey, I want to go see Homecoming. I'd be like, I'm down. I want to try and catch all the little things I missed the previous watch through. For sure. Oh, we're picking up Gun Nut 3. We've been waiting for Gun Nut 3 for like 19 levels or some crazy shit like that. But no, Homecoming was a goddamn delight. And it has me extremely excited for what they're going to do with Spider-Man and Spider-Man 2 and in the Infinity War. I love the lighting on that. It has me really excited for how Spider-Man's going to turn out in Infinity War, especially because I imagine there's going to be a few years of time between, like, this is the rant I had a few days ago, almost, same topic, because, like, Avengers 1 happened, right? The first Avengers happened. Spider-Man Homecoming takes place 8 years after that. Spider-Man was 7 years old when that happened, like Peter Parker. So, there's just this sort of thing that's been going on in the background. Yeah, alright. I'm not going to say one of the weaker points of the movie is the Vulture. I'm going to say his outfit is more of the Marvel Cinematic Universe hard realism. Because again, for me, the Vulture was always this very old character who used his suit to drain the life force of his victims. And it gave him superpowers. That's the Vulture I remember from the cartoons. This Vulture is completely different. He still has a really cool suit, and I mean, it's Michael Keaton. He did a really good job. There were some fun twists with the character. There were a lot of really cool moments. I really liked the Vulture. It just wasn't the Vulture. Oh man, I had already basically been the good neighbor. Holy shit. Oh, hello. I really liked it. I really liked Michael Keaton. And I mean, Michael Keaton was in no way the Batman I like, just being honest. But he did a really good job as the Vulture. I think Tom Holland, maybe is that his name, did a good job as Peter Parker. His friend did an okay job, if not a little bit overdone. Jon Favreau was happy, was alright. Tony seemed a little scattered as Iron Man, but that's fine. It was nice seeing Gwyneth Paltrow as Pepper Potts again. We haven't seen her in a few movies. But the real star of the movie, outside of Spider-Man, of course, and his interactions with everyone, was Zendaya, or Zendaya? I don't know how to pronounce her name. She played a side character, and she was just amazing. Every time she was on screen, I'm like, ah, it was so cute and funny. It was really good. Hi, Hancock.
What do you care? He ain't one of us. No love for your mayor, Finn? I said let him go. You soft.
But no, Homecoming was good, man. Definitely recommend.
One day, there'll be a new man.
And if the same person, John Watt, I think his name is, or John Watts, I did look it up in the stream because I was so impressed and just thinking about it.
Breaking my heart over here.
If he directs Spider-Man 2, I think it's going to go in the right direction. He seems to really have a firm grasp on what they want.
I'm fine. Good. Now don't let good neighbors.
What they want to do, and he seems to have a good talent for writing, or at least directing a Spider-Man movie without it being crazy. And again, they're trying to focus on characters who weren't in any of the other movies, which is also good.
You let me know if anything catches your fancy.
Yeah, right. So I mean, you
Did you say
still
something about
need
people screaming?
to
That's right.
move
Some
past that,
newcomers
right?
have
Because
never
this
seen
isn't
you
going to be the
before.
Vulture. He's
Can't
not an
hide
80,
friendly
90
face,
something
I
year old
see.
man going
So
around
you need
sucking
some
the life
supplies?
force out of people. Think of it as a more
Ghoul?
literal
What's a
term
ghoul?
for
You've
Vulture.
done it once, sweetheart.
God,
Didn't
she's
have
so
any
cute. I love
shop to
Daisy.
go
Just
to in the
time out on the
past.
Spider-Man discussion. She is one of my
Radiation
favorite
was kind of the
NPCs
ultimate makeover.
in this game, and I am so bummed she
I
is not a
was
romance
once
option. Look,
scared.
she's so
I was
pretty.
pretty good for being
I mean, yeah, she's a ghoul, but those eyes, the little
Now you buying
smile. I
anything?
don't know. I fucking love Daisy.
Wait, you're 220 years old?
Okay. It's more like 270
cute.
years. But don't go
But yeah,
bragging
it's just
that
it's
you're
a different Vulture. But
Being
Michael
a
Keaton
ghoul
does a really
means you
good
live a
job.
long time.
The character's handled in an
You stay
interesting way.
healthy.
There were a few weak moments, but it's a
You know
movie,
what
right?
it's
It's
like
Hollywood.
being
There's going to be
that
weak
old?
moments.
What's
They're
it like?
going
It's
to.
like being in a time warp sometimes. Hundreds of years. Not that you know.
Uh-huh. More than you might think.
Well, so let's hear it.
I had a beautiful house, white picket fence, and a lawn with a...
It was, wasn't it?
Uh-huh.
Well, you're either the most well-preserved ghoul.
It's the truth.
You know, if you haven't already, you should check out the Hotel Rexford. Well,
Ha! This is a fun part of this quest too.
Not looking to buy right.
would have brought
So
him
yeah,
to the
Homecoming
table.
though, don't worry about it, Petrie. Just go. Trust me, you'll love it. It is definitely worth it. It's definitely, in my opinion, probably the best movie Marvel has put out in a while. I mean, I liked Civil War, don't get me wrong. I mean, you can't watch that epic fight, right, between all of them and not have a moment of no, it's Ant-Man and he's got a hold of War Machine. And the Vision's blowing shit up and Scarlet Witch just brought down that truck and oh, it's cool. Don't get me wrong, Civil War is awesome.
Fred, are you going to
Yeah,
have a
right?
lobby all
She's
day
just
yet?
like the
Are you
most
actually going to go
attractively
down
designed
and
ghoul
do
I've
some
ever
work?
seen.
Being available to the
And it
customers is
always has
important.
bothered
It's
me
not all
that
about
she's not a romance option. Now,
It's not all about
word to your mother, I may or may not have a
sex.
custom piece of artwork done of her,
Focus.
specifically because I find her quite so attractive. But I really like Daisy. There are 3 characters in this game whose personalities I greatly enjoy, and it's always sort of bummed me out that they aren't romanceable. Hey, it's the Voltac rep.
It's you from Sanctuary Hills, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm from Sanctuary.
Why? You don't remember me, but you. Look at you.
The vault had these pods.
What? Well, I had to get to the future of the heart. Look at me.
I'm so sorry.
You know, you're the old... Oh, God.
Hey, you know, you could head back to Sanctuary.
Really? Okay.
But I mean, seriously though, great movie. I go way more into detail on that Killing Floor stream about what was good and what I hope they continue to be good, but since you haven't seen it, I don't want to get too spoilery. I try not to spoil anything in that stream either, but I may have crossed the line a few times. But it's definitely worth it. Definitely worth it. Again, with all the hype Wonder Woman got, which is probably the reason why I wasn't as impressed with it as I could have been, because it just had been overhyped to the point where I'm just like, it's never going to live up to that, and I go, and it doesn't. I definitely consider Spider-Man Homecoming on par, if not better. It's still weird trying to get over, like, a young, hot Aunt May, and them just constantly making jokes about that. Because it's just, like, a little weird.
Well, Mr. Valentine,
But besides that, I mean, it's real good. It's a lot of fun.
Walked out of the den, Irma, but I'd never walk out on you.
The first after credit scene was kind of pointless. Well, the first after credit scene was neat. The second after credit scene was just a troll. So if you go see it, Petroof, and you know, it's late or something and you don't want to stay for the second after credit scene, it in no way ties to any of the other Marvel movies. It's a lot sort of like the Deadpool after credit scene where it's just them making a joke at you for staying in the theater because you expect there to be an after credit scene. We stayed there for that,
Dr.
and
Amari?
it was definitely it was funny. I won't say it was worth it, but it was funny. I hate how those all flicker to steel when you take them. Like, it really messes with my paranoia. Because I just see that flash of red and I'm like, don't aggro me.
We need your help, Doctor.
I know.
Are you two mad? Putting aside the fact that you're...
Uh-huh. Please.
This.
Mm-hmm.
Fine.
Here's what...
What's that?
Uh-huh.
I'm not supposed.
I think it was real
From
good,
what
though.
I've seen,
Go on, Doctor.
It definitely has me excited for the next two Marvel movies coming out this year. I don't know if Black Panther's coming out this year, or if that's a spring next year thing. It has me a little excited for Ragnarok, but honestly, I'm mostly excited for that for Goldblum.
just sit down.
If I start cackling like an old grizzled mercenary, pull me out, okay?
Yeah, see,
Let's see.
this one was more of a funny, haha, callback to earlier in the movie. But again, it in no way connects anything between the movies. It's literally just there for you to go, no, alright, haha, you got me.
Static.
I stayed for, you know, an extra 5 minutes and got to see Captain America's face for a minute and a half.
It appears the Institute
Neat.
has one last failsafe. There's a lock on the memories in the implant.
Tell me you have a way.
But yeah,
past this.
no, I mean, if you don't want to stay there, you don't have to. It is a sort of cutesy after credit scene, but again, it is in no way important in any sense of the word. And don't Google about it because, like, I Googled it in the theater because we saw the first, like, mid-credit scene, and we were like, alright, that's interesting. That could have some long-reaching consequences. I like that.
Keep your fingers crossed.
And then my friends just look at me, and I'm like, alright, I'm the one
On
who
the
uses
other
his data,
side.
you cheap bastards. And I pull up my phone, and I quickly Google, you know, Spider-Man after credit scenes to see if there's more than one. And of course, every response I get is yes, and the after credit scene at the end of the movie is the best one Marvel has ever put out. And I'm like, alright, big words. I've seen some after credit scenes that I really liked. But of course, it was just people on the internet trolling. If you don't mind spending the extra 10 minutes, 5, 8, 7 minutes, whatever it is, to get through the credits, yeah, go ahead. It's just, it's not in any way going to help you get prepared for another movie. It's not like they're tying Spider-Man into Ragnarok or Black Panther or Infinity War. It's just a clip just to be funny. And to call back to a running joke that they use a few times throughout the movie.
Can you hear me? Ah, good.
I really hope
The simulation
when,
appears
by
to
the
work,
time we hit
although
Infinity
the
Ward,
memories are quite fragmented.
Infinity Ward, not Infinity
I'll
Ward.
try to step you through the
If we were
impact
going to hit
memories
Infinity Ward,
and
I'd probably
hope
be
we
arrested
find
for
one
terrorism.
that gives us some
Because
clue
that means
to
I
the
would have just blown up a
Institute's
game
location.
developer. Or stolen from them, which isn't terrorism, that's just theft. Yeah, whatever.
There. This is the earliest intact memory. we can
But
find.
yeah, I hate this quest. It definitely has me excited for an Infinity War if they age Peter Parker up. Right? Like, if they are going to skip a few more years and make him college age, I think that'd be very, very good.
There
Especially
appears
because
to
they
be
introduce an
another
NPC,
intact
or
memory
not, I was
of
about to say an
Stephen
NPC.
Template's-
They introduce a side character in this game who is a romantic interest in the comics,
Let's keep looking.
and that gets
I'll
sort of
connect you
shut
to the
down a
next
little bit.
intact memory.
So I think they might play with introducing
How did you think this was going to end, Kellogg?
Gwen Stacy or Mary
found
Jane
another memory
in
to
the
I'll connect
next video or next movie. I don't know. But it would be really nice if, you know, he gets to university and reunites with that character again. That'd be really cool.
Well,
This is
we
just
seem
like
to be getting
the world's
closer.
most boring
Try this
quest.
next one.
Oh, we're almost there.
I'm glad you
Getting warmer. One of these has got to tell us something. We're running out
Oh,
of ground.
I prefer seeing an older
There's
college
one that
age
looks
Peter
mostly
Parker
intact.
just because
Connecting now.
I think he's just a little bit better at his job.
I found
And I
another
don't mean
intact
being a
memory.
superhero. I mean,
Whenever
in
you
high
like.
school, yeah, he's super smart. He's making that webbing. He's a genius.
Is that
Haha,
some?
well, yeah, maybe.
This appears to be a
Black
very
Cat would be
recent
cool.
memory. So
I wouldn't be
Good news,
opposed
I
to
think.
seeing Gwen Stacy, but I really would like to see Gwen Stacy as Spider-Woman, like that comic, because that's pretty freaking cool. Black Cat is interesting. The problem is that the only version of Black Cat I have any intimate knowledge with is the one from the old cartoon movie, Spider-Man The Secret Wars. See, the problem is growing up I never read comics. I just didn't get comics, I read novels. I read novels so fast that my mother would complain about having to buy me too many novels. The idea of buying me a comic that I would eat through in seconds would be laughable to her because it would take no time for me to consume it. So I didn't really ever get comics. I got to watch cartoons. I got to watch movies. So I would learn about these cartoon characters through VHS tapes, recordings of their shows, recorded on VHS because we didn't have cable. So my aunt with cable or satellite would record them for me and send me VHS tapes every so often. Just like with a day's worth of YTV, which is a Canadian cartoon channel. So I didn't have comics. So a lot of the characters I've either learned as a young teen through movies and whatnot, or I picked up as an adult just by doing my own research. Because I still don't read comics. Because I'm poor and I don't have the money to buy something. I've considered getting into trades, but it's hard for me to get invested in something where it's just not the whole thing, right? That's why I love manga. I can wait till a manga's finished and then just go out and buy the set, or pick it up individually as soon as I can, sort of. And I've done that with, like, Rurouni Kenshin. I have the entire series of that. I have a lot of Bleach. Up until Bleach stops being good, at least.
Bye.
But yeah, so Black Cat, the only real essence I have about the Black Cat is from the Secret Wars special movie with Spider-Man. And in that one, I think she was involved in a romantic relationship with Blade? Or Morbius? She was romantically connected to someone else, not Spider-Man, I don't think. Or maybe she had a moment with Captain America. I don't remember. There are parts of that movie I very specifically remember, and there are parts that are very vague. Man, I really should have played with the lights on, because that was way too bright. Whoa. I would like to see it be Black Cat. That's really cool.
Done this before. How do you feel?
Oh, you know, I'm fine.
I'm okay, Doctor. Thanks.
That's good. But are you...
We got what we need.
Yes.
That scientist Kellogg was supposed to...
You're right. A robe? Where?
All right, now I have to find Virgil in the waste.
Virgil,
If you're going to...
I'll find a way.
I liked Black Cat. I don't know if the story they use for her in the Secret Wars is accurate to how she is in the comics. In the movie, her father stole the superhuman serum. He stole the superhero, super soldier serum. Not knowing he was working for the Red Skull, I think. Alright, Flash Thompson, Morbius Parker. Yeah, I think Captain America for a little bit.
Hey, Valentine.
Hope you got what you were looking for inside my head. That was right. I should have killed you when you were on ice.
You want to try for round 2? Let's go.
What?
Uh-huh.
Wait. Guess that's for you to wonder and for me and Cullen. Anyway, I feel fine.
I'm gonna head out on...
Good luck out there.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, because I have that. I'm just sort of waiting for your thing to pop up because there's a bit of a delay. So like your comment ends that she's very much a ripoff of blank. I assume you're going to say like Black Canary. I think that's what you're gonna say, but I don't know. Oh my god, that is way too red. I gotta back up. I gotta back. I'm just gonna turn the light on, even if it makes the room a little hotter. At least then the TV might stop glaring so hard. Now the light's just glaring terribly. Oh, Catwoman. Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, I see where you're coming from now. Yeah, I could see that. I think Catwoman is a little bit more villainy,
In this town?
more anti-hero maybe.
What am I gonna tell his mother? Got a reason.
But yeah, no, I see where you're coming from. From what I remember, she was like that. She was very sort of, whoa. Whoa, what is going on here? Oh, you know, we've just been talking, you know, movies. We're just talking, you know, movies. Having a good time. Yeah, I get you. I never really considered personally Catwoman to be bad. I think it's really more she's a cat. And cats are assholes. I mean, that's... Yeah, that light's too terrible. Alright, we're going back in the deck. I mean, I already have Pathfinder, but what do you mean Pathfinder Adventures? Is that a video game? Where's the... Oh, here it is. I want to go see if I can get me some free bonus experience and a little tail, if you know what I mean. And if you don't, I mean booty. The new game they put out. I saw it on Humble Bundle, but I haven't looked into it. I know there's a Pathfinder game on Kickstarter called Kingslayer, Kingmaker.
What? Another one of you mercs looking for...
I see you looking round.
I'm gonna have to wait for her to stop singing. I'll definitely look into it, Peach Fruit. I do enjoy me some Pathfinder, as you will find on my channel under the Crit Idiots. Oh, that's it? Alright. Yeah, no, I've seen good things. I mean, I'm poor. I spent what little spare money I had today buying one of my players in my session a birthday present and picking up PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, which I can't even run properly. Which is depressing. But no. I'm always excited for more Pathfinder stuff. I don't know how fun a video game like that would be to watch. I think it would be a lot like Divinity, where I'm just spending a lot of time in menus, like looking at very small text. That's sort of the problem I have with like games like that. Diablo suffers from it a little bit, unless you get too crazy into it. Well, I appreciate it. I'm glad you like watching. But yeah, thankfully the PS4 handles everything I put into it, because it's a PS4. Though I wish it would handle XCOM 2 better. Like, you'd think a digital version directly on the hard drive would just run smoother, but it is a mess. Like, crashes, freezes, intense lag, log loading screens, it's a mess. No. I do want to get the platinum in this already. Could you stop singing, beautiful? I wonder how much it cost to get a dress like that made in the apocalypse. That's for sure. No, I'll look into it though. I don't think it's coming out for console, so I wouldn't stream it. I don't really stream from my PC because it's really outdated. The only reason it works at all for my recordings is just that it has a good bit of power, even with a shitty graphics card. So playing older games or more basic games like Passepartout or Darkest Dungeon, this is very easy for it to do. And Oblivion, of course, though huge in scope, is very old, so the computer can handle it. I really would like to get... I'd really like to get the computer updated so I can start recording PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. Oh my god, is there a way to trigger her to stop singing? Do I have to talk to this guy?
Who's the singer?
That is Magnolia. Now, you got...
Right. The third rail.
What? So, you're buying a...
So Hancock?
That's right. So, what's your point?
Hancock has a buy.
Yeah, I'm trying to sell drinks.
Yeah.
What's the word around it?
All this thing. Now, are you gonna...
Uh-huh. Not now.
I'm the one you're looking for.
There we go. We just had to talk to him to trigger her to end her song.
Beautiful.
Excuse me, miss.
What's the matter, handsome? Don't tell me you didn't like the song.
We're quite possibly going to bone this lady.
I love the song. It was perfect.
Oh, well, thank you. A girl tries her best. Now, there's something special about you, isn't there? Don't tell me. Let me guess. I think I know a fellow performer when I see one. You're good with your words. Know just the right thing to
I mean,
say.
I do have a charisma of like 11,
So what
lady.
brings a man like you to my part of town?
What do you think?
We're all trying to forget something, so it's my turn to answer questions.
Uh-huh. I was wondering if
Oh, really? Go on.
you, me, an evening walk.
And then
Yeah. Flirt even more, baby.
Yeah.
let me get my coat.
Meh. I haven't heard anything about it. I really don't care. The PS4 works fine for me, and it probably will for a good while. As long as it keeps its streaming thing.
Too long. Thank you.
I do like that we sort of wake up at our bed
Stage, though. I hope you understand. I just
with the
can't get
well
too
rested.
attached.
Actually, I think we get a different perk instead of well rested, don't we? Yeah, we get lover's embrace. Yeah, so we fucked that woman. That's awesome. My biggest concern is just making sure my PS4 keeps working and trying to update the gaming PC. I'm not really concerned about next-gen consoles going up beyond what my PS4 is. Because, I mean, I need to make these consoles last for about 10 years. So as long as this keeps getting content updated into it, I'm probably just going to keep using it.
You're sticking around. You need to join the crew. Here, Bobby, no.
Just like if I had an Xbox One right now, I would not be going out of my way for an Xbox One X. That's for damn sure. Oh, we got an 8th member. Time to go there and apply them to a job. That is for sure, yo. At least my current finances. We'll see what changes in the future. I'm still trying just desperately to get my hand on a Switch. And I really hope the Switch gets some sort of broadcasting tech. Because I believe the last time I searched, it didn't. I think you're the new guy, right? I mean, you're definitely some sort of sociopathic murderer.
Got it.
Come on, let me know that it's been assigned. There we go. Awesome. Right now I'm using the built-in PS4 stuff. Right now. In order to use some sort of capture card, I would need to have some sort of capture card, and I just don't have that right now. Money's a little tight. Even on the PC, I'm using just OBS.
Don't much care for good neighbor. That place is nothing but trouble.
Nothing fancy. Alright, we picked up one new dude. We definitely do need our suit of armor, though. Are you repaired? No. Oh, right, we left that leg somewhere else. Right. So this is, let's just double check. It is a right leg. Okay. Let's go to the Adam Cat's garage and look into buying a leg. Yeah, no, this is all, for the streaming, I use the built-in PS4 stuff. For the regular videos like Oblivion, Darkest Dungeon, Passepartout, Hearthstone, I use my gaming rig, which is just over there. It's not that great. It had a big old crash a while ago, and my friend fixed it, but he had to downgrade the graphics card, but he did upgrade the RAM, so it runs a little bit better, but everything looks a little bit worse. Right, so it just traded off. What I really need to have happen... I don't think I have seen that. I haven't really looked too far into the expansions for this, because I currently only have the base game and the robotics DLC.
Hey.
And maybe one or two others.
Adam Cat material.
You're not the merchant, it's Rowdy. Son of a bitch. I don't have some of the DLCs for this yet, for sure, because money is just tight.
Come to the right place. The Adam Cats have the most
Or, you know, non-existent, whichever word you prefer to use. And while my YouTube channel has been steadily growing for the past several months, which I greatly appreciate, thank you for everyone who comes to the stream, it is greatly appreciated. Right leg, boop. It is, it's still growing slowly. 3 to 4 subscribers a month, instead of, you know, bigger spurts, you know? I just need to find that one moment of me being genuinely funny or being genuinely enraged that just sort of, you know, has people hitting the share button, sharing to Facebook, sharing to Twitter, Tumblr, whatever. That's really what I need. I just need people to hit that share button, just so I get more eyes on it. Because you never know when someone in your social media list might like something, even though you don't know they'd like it. Stuff like that. Yeah, so yeah, this is all included. I actually rather like it. I think it serves its purpose totally fine. Where's that right leg? Alright, sweet, it's all set. I think everything's at full. Well, that's at 4:30. That's fine. Yeah, unfortunately the Switch does not have that. Are we still going up and happy here? Yeah, alright. I mean, we really don't need to worry about going up and happy until we get the full number of people that we need. I'm pretty sure. I think we do want to go into making a few more stores, though. Right, my money is just a little shit at the moment. Oop. But no, I'd hope to one day get the DLC for this, because I'd like to perfect that as well. Same with Neo, which I'm still playing through. I do have the Platinum in Neo, though, which is pretty nice. But the DLC added some achievements that are going to take a lot of grinding. And whenever I play Neo these days, it's probably for a stream, so I'm not using my more advanced profile that could just be farming and getting those higher end achievements. So it's slow. I still have the Platinum. It's a beautiful thing. I mean, I still have the 100%, which I appreciate. So we gotta get out to the Glowing Sea, find Virgil. While we're doing these quests, I'm hoping something will happen that will allow us to get more people there. I maybe off camera, I'll just spend a while just sleeping in bed, just passing days through until we get the 20 members we need, and I can start working on their happiness. because that honestly feels like it's going to take a long time. We're gonna throw this on because it has 206 rounds in it. I think that's important.
That was some luck.
A wild dog like that should probably just leave me alone, honestly. Big old super soldier in power armor, I'd leave me alone. That's for damn sure. No, there are a few games I really want to get the platinum of. I'm very glad we got the platinum in Dragon Age Inquisition. We did that on the channel a while ago, like a long time ago. That was real fun. Oh, the war never bothered me anyway. That was a journey, I'll tell you what. I mean, I don't need to tell you what. It's there. People want to watch it. The playlist exists. I really like Dragon Age. I ran a tabletop Dragon Age campaign, and we did our first session last Wednesday, and it was a lot of fun. It's a little weird because they're using a modified D&D 5e instead of the official Dragon Age rules for whatever reason. They just didn't know that those rules existed. Just kind of a pain in my ass, because I'm not a fan of 5th edition, really. I prefer Pathfinder or 4th edition, because I'm a pleb. Hello, blowfly. Are you all gonna shoot me? Yeah. I really hate flies. Like a lot. Yeah, Pathfinder is a lot of fun. But it's very complex at teaching new people how to play it. And the problem is, because I'm such sort of like, I'm not even gonna say like I'm an old card at it. Alright, well that's bullshit, but that's alright. It's not even like I'm particularly amazing at Pathfinder. It's just I've played it a lot. So making characters and remembering what to do when I level up are all sort of second nature to me. To the point where I get a little frustrated at people who don't pick it up relatively fast. I've been working on that though. Could I, please? Thank you. Oh, we got an egg. You know what that means, boyos. Omelets. I really like Pathfinder. I also loved 4th edition D&D. True. But I mean, once you start getting into the things, like the crazy things in Pathfinder, you either have 25 books, or you're constantly Googling things. And let me tell you, I mean, I'd rather people just have a lot of books at the table than us having to constantly stop playing to search something on our phones. Now, you won't see that in my Crit Idiots videos if you go and watch us or listen to us do our Pathfinder campaign, but that's because I've edited those out. Like, both of those videos I put up were over an hour longer than they are now, originally. The one that's 5 hours long was an hour and a half longer, and the one that's like 2 hours long was like 3.5 hours long. And I've edited out all of that nonsense to try and make things flow a little bit faster, so you don't just get moments where, you know, there's just silence while someone's like, oh, hold up, I gotta look up this thing for my character sheet, because none of us have the book because I wanted to play a samurai. And it's not like I'd say, no, you can only use characters, like things from books you have, because it's gonna really limit them. Especially where they were just starting out, right? Because they're not going to have all the books and whatnot. And finding them isn't always easy. Unless you order online, which costs... Oh, sweet Jesus. Alright. Where's my missile launcher? Let's just deal with this the old-fashioned way. Yeah, or cheap. It's still, though, I mean, it really slows down the gameplay. Whereas if you have a book where you just have a page that you need to reference highlighted, or like with a sticky note in it, it's way easier. Especially where sometimes a player of ours has to like FaceTime into the session because they're at work or they're dealing with their newborn baby. Let's not get carried away, Brendan. Some of those guys, you know, work hard at a minimum wage job, at least as far as I know, or don't work at all. No, I mean, the brothers, sure, they all work and have exorbitant amounts of money. But, I mean, not everyone's like that in the group. And they all have other things to deal with, you know, they own houses, they have multiple cars they have to pay with, you know, for them and their girlfriends or wives. One of them just had a newborn child. I mean, admittedly though, he is the richest out of all of them. And lives in a goddamn mansion that his parents own. So, I mean, I have less sympathy for him when it comes to money, I assure you. But yeah, and I mean, I cut all of that out of my Crit Idiots videos. Yeah, I mean, hopefully we'll get around to it. I mean, I'm gonna be here all week. I mean, I could do this week if you guys came up with a day. Didn't you want to do Thursday? I could probably do that if you wanted. Because my uncle's still around, and apparently the funeral and whatnot won't happen until about 2 weeks after he goes. Which? Pathfinder? Or the My Little Pony game? Which one are you talking about, Peach? Because we recently ran a first session of the My Little Pony Tales of Equestria role-playing game, tabletop. I ran that. It was fun. It's very simple. It's very simplistic. So simplistic at times that as a DM, I occasionally have to just make things up on the fly hard. Like, I just have to improvise, like, which one of these things could maybe work the most in this situation. But it's going alright. Everyone seemed to like it. I mean, I don't know. I might run a session online on Roll20 or something at some point.
Do you have a moment?
What do you need of me, child?
Hold up.
I'm looking for someone named Virgil. Have you seen him?
Yes, I know of him. What do you want with him?
I just need some information.
I see. Though he came to trade with us on a few occasions.
Well, I'm still several seasons behind Peter, so I mean, yay, new movie. I'm not gonna watch it until I'm caught up on the show, which I should probably watch some tonight, honestly, because I started rewatching it. I got past the episode with the stare, Dragon Shy, or whatever it was. I need to rewatch it all the way through, just to sort of reacquaint myself, and also just motivate me to write fan fiction again, because I do want to finish my fanfics I had started for My Little Pony, especially because a lot of them were pretty popular, and I feel really bad for just leaving them undone. But yeah, but see, classes aren't a thing. See, that's the thing. This is way more basic than that. There aren't classes. You're an Earth Pony, a Unicorn, or a Pegasus. That's it. You're either very strong or very smart. That's it. You have one special talent, and that is your cutie mark, and you just got that as a character. Right? Like, classes aren't a thing. At least not in the way that you would imagine them being from, like, Pathfinder or D&D. Because the combat isn't really a thing. There are scuffles where you get into a tussle with someone, but again, it's based off the show, especially in the way that, you know, death doesn't really happen. Right? If you get beaten by an enemy, they don't kill you, they knock you out and take you prisoner, and your friends have to find a way to rescue you. Or someone else comes in and saves the day at the last minute with the elements of harmony. Who knows? But again, it's not like a combat-heavy system. It's more... It's not a role-playing game, it's a storytelling game, and they're very serious about making that distinction. It's supposed to be you and your friends with your own ponies having stories based around friendship, teaching you how to sort of work together and overcome obstacles, and that friendship is the answer to the problems that you have. Alrighty. I mean, that's a 95% on the tail. He does not care that I just hit him in the tail. Alrighty. Yeah, it's a fun time. It's very different than usual role-playing games. I have a bit of an advantage over it, simply because I don't think this is as good as my other one, right? 46. Thanks, real decent. Love it. The only reason I have... No, it's the same, 46, 46. The only reason I have a bit of an additional advantage about running this system is because it uses a system very similar to the Supernatural role-playing game. And I had bought that as an Christmas present for my ex. And I became rather intimate with... I became intimate with the rules to that game because I wanted to be able to run it for her and other friends. And I've actually written a campaign for the Supernatural role-playing game with pre-generated characters and everything, just to sort of get people into the system so they could try it out, and then afterwards either continue playing the characters they've already made or make whole new characters because they're more comfortable with the system. I just haven't had a chance to run that game yet. Ooh, now I'm Kylo Ren. Thank you, Father. Yeah, it's interesting, for sure. It is definitely a fun game. I would like to play it at some point. I'd like to run it. I'd like to run that game. Because I made a really cool session where you're technically all level 0 players. You're all high school students and one college student who are getting pulled into the world of Supernatural. Now, how the game normally works is that you all take the roles of hunters. People who have in the past survived or been touched by the Supernatural, and you become these hunters.
Did you?
And so you start with a decent bit of experience and a good supply already. And the big difference with my campaign is that everyone's sort of like half the experience of a level 1 character. So they have less skills and less talents. They really need to work together to overcome anything, or they're just gonna die. And it's going to be brutal and sad. Especially because they're all, you know, high school students and characters who you get into.
No, it doesn't matter.
But, yeah, hopefully I'll get to run that one day. But that's the My Little Pony system, at least in terms of the dice rolling and character creation, is relatively similar. Again, way more basic. Way more basic.
Wait, what? You want to get into the Institute? Are you insane? Never mind how in good reason.
I'm trying to find...
Oh, I hadn't... Yeah. If your son is one, I can help.
You help me and I'll...
But yeah, the My Little Pony game is pretty good. I might run a game on Roll20 at some point, or a one-shot, just to give people, like, you know, an episode taste, see if people like it. I think that'd be cool. Or possibly doing a level 0 campaign where, again, you start as young colts and fillies, and you earn your cutie mark over the course of the session. Where some minor incident happens and you and your friends manage to solve it and reveal your secret talents throughout the quest. Because the game has very vague rules about a session like that as well.
I'm not sure, but
I'll bet you have. It's commonly dematerial the relay. That means now.
A courser?
Another coursers are Institute Sin operations. They're very...
Let's go.
Well, every course
It's embedded in it. Now I don't know exactly. You're going to have to hunt one down.
Okay, let's get to work.
Right. The primary insertion point for coursers is in the ruins. Now, the relay causes some pretty heavy interference.
What, the level 0 campaign? Yeah, it could be. I opted to not do that for our little thing because, one, you all already had, like, adult pony ideas in your head, alright? Like, again, I've already had to sort of pull you all back a little bit because you're thinking a little bit too outside of the box. And I had to do this with Pathfinder. Like, Ibarra, our barbarian in Pathfinder, when he was making his backstory, he was like, I was the chief of this barbarian tribe, and they were all slaughtered by orcs, and I survived by being knocked unconscious under the body of a fallen friend, and I'm just trying to find a way to start my own clan again. And I'm like, buddy, you're technically level 0, or maybe level 1 at this point. You aren't the chief of shit. Like, you are the kid who's got a good bit of spunk that the rest of the people in the clan haven't, like, just completely given up hope of. Right? And I had to do the same thing with Todd, our drow character, Zin. Exactly, right? The problem is with a role-playing game, especially with new players making their characters, that they tend to think very grandiose in the backstory. And, like, again, with Zen, he was like, oh, I was this really skilled soldier, so I got taken in by this mercenary troop and was leading my own squads. I'm like, you're a level 1 low-blood drow with no clan. You're lucky you're alive. Like, you are lucky you have not just been casually killed in the streets. You're not the head of anything. And I walked them through and slowly helped them choose more realistic roles. I had to do the same with Hendy, with Griff and his backstory. It's just some characters, some players just, you know, they're admittedly excited, which is totally cool. It's just, sometimes the thoughts are a little too grandiose. And it's just like, slow it down. Just slow it down a little bit. You'll get to all that badassery, I promise.
Hope you ain't one of them synths here to spy on me.
Dude, I built this town. I built this city. I built it on rock and roll. I didn't. I wasn't listening to music. I'm streaming this. I don't know if I'm ever going to be able to monetize these videos, but I would like to be able to do it without half of them being taken down for music copyright. Alright. We'll sleep for a day, see if we pick out anyone new, and then we'll just go kill that Corsair. Plus it'll give us some bonus XP, which is good. Less than our Lover's Embrace perk, but whatever. I had the idea for a Patreon. That'd be cool. But I mean, again, I have 50 subs, and I know a few of them personally, and I know none of them have the financial means to sort of help keep me alive. I think it'd be cool to do a Patreon where I just, like, do home rules and cool conversions for, like, Pathfinder, My Little Pony, or write campaigns, or even host sessions for patrons of a certain level, like once a month or something. I don't see anyone with their guns out, so we're not under attack. Alright, let's go. We're gonna walk, because we want to take as much time as we can. I gotta back up a bit more, because I'm just getting blown out by the light. I'm just too pale, man. I just reflect it too well. We're walking just because I think it'll take a bit more time, especially if we run into some fights. Give time for another citizen to show up at the base. But no, My Little Pony was fun. I have Dragon Age the day after tomorrow. We'll see how that goes. Hopefully that goes smooth and everyone shows up. The Crit Idiots are hoping to get together next Monday, I think it is. I also have to start editing the second part of Session 2. The only reason I haven't is just because it's been a wild few days. I've been just doing a lot of recording and streaming. Stomach's not feeling good. I'm also a little thirsty, to be 100%. I hope I put my cup in the fridge. And I'm almost positive I didn't. So now I'm actually upset with myself. Because I'm going to go downstairs wanting an ice cold drink. It's going to be nothing. Crap. What time is it? Hold up. Whoa. Oh man, it's like 11 o'clock. It's crazy. No, I know I did. That one's for your place. Now I don't have to worry about having ice there. Thank you. I appreciate that. I was about to say, there's always a Yagway over here. Thank you. Yeah, now, that's for your place. So when I go there, and I'm there for a few days, I don't go thirsty. I can just freeze it overnight. I mean, it doesn't really fix my problem, because, I mean, your water still smells super funny. And tastes weird. No offense. Just saying. That's not your fault. It's the water's. I still have one here, though. No, it's Grey Garden. Hi, Grey Garden. Bye, Grey Garden. It was nice seeing you. I think we're almost at CIT. I think. I really want to get those Brotherhood of Steel quests done. So I can make my... You know what? I'm going to make the hard save right here. Actually. Hold up. New save data. So this save is going to be very special for us. So basically, at one point in the story, once we've gotten every other achievement, including the 2 we need to get for the Brotherhood of Steel, we are going to load up this previous save, side with the Institute, and just power our way through their quests immediately and get the last achievement. Especially where we're just about to get to the point where we can interact with the Institute. I think this is the right time to do it. Yep. Yep, yep, yep. Beep, 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 beep. Those are 2 different songs. I think we're only going to go for about another 7 minutes or so. Or until we kill the Corsair, whichever comes first. Because I'm hot, I want to spend a little bit of time in the AC before I go to bed. And get a drink for myself. And I also want to start editing session 2 part 2. I also need to make the next chat entry or blog post for the campaign, because it's actually a little bit behind the audio files now, because I'm a silly. Alright, I think we're at CIT. And we're just gonna go in the door and kill a Corsair and a bunch of super mutants, if I'm not mistaken. Oh. Also, I've been in this chair a little too long because I was trying to get Battleground to work. If I'm not mistaken, there's a big old bunch of super mutants around here. Could be wrong.
You must be target detected.
Oh, those are synths. Oh, there's the super mutant. That is a lot of red targets. I'll tell you what. Where's my shotty? Alright, let's do this. Hello, synth. Goodbye, synth. Oh, I'm getting shot. I don't want to go into the Commonwealth. I want to find the stairs going up. I know they're around here somewhere. I am the victim of violence. System offline. Awesome. Man, I always forget how to get upstairs here.
Where did you go?
Oh. And today's what, Monday? Tomorrow's Tuesday. So new Paragon update comes out. So a big Paragon update is coming out. Yeah, right. I need to follow the Corsair signal. Oh, right, it's up here. I think. Yeah, man, I know. Your work's real crazy right now. Man, I hate this part of this quest. Like a bunch. Alright, he's over this way. Just deal with all of that. The week will be over soon, man. Again, Monday's already done. Oh, why not? Why won't he come? It's like right here. It's in this green building. Why wouldn't he be coming? Just curious. Again, man. I mean, tell your boss to hire me. Give her my number. As long as I'm working at your location, I mean, I could probably do what you do. Not saying that what you do isn't important and, you know, something you train for specifically. I'm just saying, I mean, physically I could probably do it. I imagine I could do it. Don't imagine I'd enjoy it, but I imagine I could do it. Come and get your love. Alright, we have to deal with the gunners because there's a synth captive upstairs. I remember. What do you mean if you need a card for it? Because now I'm confused. Do you mean his job? And if so, what do you mean card?
Forces on the second floor. Kill on sight. Send reinforcements to the lobby in case there are more.
Alright, well those are explosions.
What's going on down
Hi, buddy.
there? How many are we dealing with?
Bye. Oh, if you don't need a car. Oh, I thought that said card. I'm sorry. I was... Yeah, shut up, Brandon. Piece of shit. I caught it. Yeah, see, if they just had me work the exact same place Brandon was working, I would just stay at his place and do it. Though, I mean, that couch is really uncomfortable. Just saying. Hello. My name is Mr. Shotgun. Your name is Bullet Wound. Let's roleplay. I'm going to play some drunken sailors, and you are all a bunch of baby seals. And scene.
Got it.
Ooh, some jet. I mean, that was some well-locked jet for literally no apparent reason. We're gonna eat some rad steak. Some grilled rad steak meat, because we want the carrying weight. I'm gonna do the G's for grilled. We'll get 2 hours worth. Yeah. Man, if they have like a job posting online, and you want to send me a link to it, probably do it. Because, I mean, you get paid decent money. I mean, you should definitely be getting paid more than what they're paying you. But it's more than the nothing I make. I don't have a grenade equipped. Why don't I have a grenade equipped? That happened earlier. It's weird. I don't want to use my plasma grenade, but we have 16 Molotov cocktails. Shit's like candy. Yeah, well, send me the link. Zach actually sent me a link to this lady in, well, I mean, a little bit over minimum wage, is way more than what I'm making now. Are they only looking for full-time, or would they take, like, a part-time replacement? Because, I mean, even if I was doing the job part-time, it would shut my mother up. Just saying. But no, there was this woman in Rosse who wants an English tutor for her kids. Because they're both in French immersion, and she doesn't want their English to suffer. And it's just like, I get real anxiety whenever I think about being like paid to teach. Like, I've taught before. I've worked at a school before as a teacher's assistant. Oh, mine's. Well, let's just take that. That's fair. I mean, I can still do full time. It's just a matter of I would prefer part time. That'll deal with him. Piece of shit. Oh, I managed to pick up all the damn things I was trying to lose. I have no problem working full time. I just needs to be a job that doesn't make me hate my life.
That's it.
It's kind of the only caveat. I know the stream's gone longer than I said I would. I did do that. There we go.
Nice.
In there. Oh, well, these are corpses. Yay, corpses.
What the?
Who?
Engaging hostiles. Hey, buddy. What do you mean hostiles? I'm not hostile. You're hostile. I know there's a quantum here. Oh, hello. Oh, hello. Oh, hello. Oh, jeez. I got real low there all of a sudden. Let's drink some Deezer's lemonade. Take a blood pack. Our ammo is going to be out real soon. So you know what? We're going to switch over to this. Because we've been getting a good amount of fusion cells. Hello, you have a rocket launcher. Could you stop? Oof. Could you just stop ever so slightly? I think we have a bunch of purified water. Let me take a look. Yeah, hold on. There, that's more than enough to get us to full. She's dead. Which is good, because it'll let me get my crit off on the next fool. Some free money. Oh, you're a legendary. Hold up. Alrighty then. Fucking armor. Oh man, that new episode of Interviews with Monster Girls was really good. There's still no word on an official season 2. As far as I can tell, it was just like a one shot for like a summer vacation, like little tidbit, which is really heartbreaking because I really want a second season for that show. Which is more and more Monster Girls. Oh, that's a grenade. Wee. I just want the school to become like a national phenomenon for Monster Girls seeking, you know, a place where they can go and be educated together. That show is adorable. You're over there, aren't you? No. What is that? Oh. It's a trap, that's for sure. No, because it was still the length of a regular episode. And I normally think of an OVA as being longer, but I guess the term could be used for that. I think that when I googled it, it was just called a one-episode special. And as of right now, there isn't an officially announced season 2, which is heartbreaking. However, I did find a few other like super cute shows to watch, and there are a few that I think are going to be super cute that I haven't watched yet, but I have in my queue. Because again, One Piece and My Little Pony right now sort of take priority.
Sweet.
I'm almost at the point where I'm like only 200 episodes away of catching up on One Piece, which is really good. What do we want to pick up here? Scrapper could be good. I'm actually really tempted for science or armor. We'll take armor. I want to start getting better. But yeah, it was more of an OVA. But I mean, it was still just an episode. It was adorable. Hides had 0, so it doesn't end in an S. It doesn't have an I in the middle. I think it has to be this one. Yeah.
I'm through.
None of the others would work. Turret controls, let's just shut these down. And let's open that safe. Good times. Mine. That's gonna get us back some of the shotgun shells I blew over the course of this level. But I admittedly went pretty ham on that.
Who?
I assume this just turns off that trap, maybe. So that has one... No.
That's it.
Got it. Yeah, this is just more of the same thing. Alright, let's go up. That should get us our sweet crit lined up for the other dude who's coming around. Nope, not quite. That's fine. We want to save that for the course here anyways before he goes invisible. It was a good time though. I'll definitely admit that. It was a damn fun episode. And I'm almost at one of my favorite episodes in all of the time skip for One Piece. And that's really exciting. It's a really good episode. Alright, let's go up. We'll kill this boss and then I'll hop off because now it's probably 11 something. Yeah, 11:06. I guess I could pull an all-nighter tonight because I'm not really doing anything tomorrow other than uploading and doing a stream. I might do Paragon tomorrow. Do a little bit more Paragon. Especially because, you know...
Security's too good.
There's it's Tuesday, so there's an update coming out. On top of that, it's there's a large update coming up in a few weeks. And I've intimately read my way through the notes for that. And I would like to talk about it. Which is nice. Hey buddy. I know you want to talk to me. And that's cool. But I don't want to talk to you. Oh, there's the stealth boy. But guess who has jet and is setting you on so much fire you won't be able to run away. That is why we jet. Also, you guys, just die. Corsair chip, some stealth boy, Corsair uniform because that is pimp. Man, I really don't like that I'm over encumbered. Just saying. Fine, we'll drop it. That's really pretty though. Yeah, let's let her out of here. Where's the key? Oh wait, it's over here, isn't it? Yeah, there's the password. I remember. Oh, it's a fat man. We're definitely taking a fat man. Because that will become useful later on in life. We don't need that other combat rifle we have. Where is it? I mean, that's really sexy. It does more damage than my laser rifle. So we'll throw that on there for when I want to handgun it up. What else do we want to get rid of? We could get rid of that because it's kind of pointless. Combat armor, that's actually just a straight up upgrade. That's kind of garbage though. There we go. We can walk again. Alright, let's let her out. Turn elevator on. Security door control. Open door.
Thank you. I don't know what to say.
You don't have to say anything. You're welcome.
My institute designation is... I knew they'd send a courser. I think I would have lost him too. Thanks again for your help. And before you ask, the Commonwealth is unfair.
Nah, we're not gonna be that evil. I mean, we still have more fusion cells than anything else. Or except 38s. I'll take the bottle caps. I really like the scope on this thing. It just looks so cool. Alright, let's get out of here.
Gotta find the terminal.
Let's unlock that door, man. Hopefully, while this has happened, we've picked up some new people at our town, at the co-op. So we can get a little bit closer to that. Yeah, I think before the next stream I do of this, I'm just going to pass a bunch of time sleeping. Just to get our population maxed in there. Because I want to get the achievement done, and I want to be able to move on and focus on other things fully. Instead of constantly dicking around with that thing. Oh. Hello, Doc. What were you hiding? 16 shotgun cells. So that's where our strength bobblehead is, I think. One of them is. Man, I could blow up the whole goddamn world from this place. I mean, with the Fat Man, I could literally drop nukes all over this place. Where's Diamond City? I could probably drop a Fat Man right into there. That'd be funny. Not like haha funny, but funny. Alright guys, I'm going to quick save here. I want to thank you guys for coming around chatting with me. I appreciate it. Please share some of the videos or streams with your friends or Facebook, Tumblr, Twitter, you name it. Hitting the share button is a statistic that YouTube follows, and I really like knowing that people are doing it. I am getting the hell out of this furnace. We'll be back next time with hopefully 6.9 and getting this achievement. Still out, everybody.